Whether you're a die-hard fan or just looking for a good laugh, this monthly series promises to deliver the unexpected with a dash of humor. Tune in as Lance and BT dissect the what the fuck moments that make MMA and pro wrestling the exciting spectacles they are. It's time to let loose and embrace the madness with the WTF News Desk, where Lance and BT bring you the 10 strangest and most fun topics each month, leaving you entertained, amused, and eagerly awaiting the next episode.
Oh. We're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is an STSpod.club production. I'm BT, and that guy over there, well, he's the only guy that I know that bitches when they play Star Wars and he doesn't get to watch Collision. He's the only guy in the world that I know that does that. He's from Chicago, the home of the 2021 WNBA champions,
Woohoo!
the Chicago Sky. And they're in Washington tomorrow night playing the Mystics. Tomorrow night, that's right. He is the snark of excellence, my partner in crime, your friend and mine. Well, sometimes. He is Lance Levine, and we are the tastiest treats in podcast. In podcasting. What is the fuck is podcasting?
It's the 80th anniversary of Donald Duck. I think you just channeled Donald Duck.
Podcasting. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry about that.
How did you know?
Lance?
We are in the Star Wars Oreo studios today.
Woo!
What are the odds that you mentioned Star Wars? So I think they missed the boat, though, because the Star Wars Oreos should have been called the Star Warios, right? I mean, it just seems I mean,
right.
So I got to come up with everything for everybody.
Damn.
And you mentioned the Chicago Sky.
Hold on. Since I've always got these. All right, say that one more time. Say it.
They missed the boat. They should have called them the Star Warios cookies. There we go. Exactly. And you mentioned the Chicago Sky. We ain't taking no shit from Caitlin Clark or whatever her name
she'll
is.
put y'all
We
down.
are not taking no shit from her. You know, that Jar Jar Binks looking broad. We ain't taking anything from her.
I can't believe you said that. I'm going to have to bleep that out. Man, don't make me go edit shit. Good God.
Oh, my God. Well, it's good to be back. It is hotter than
that?
a St. Louis laundromat. We'll keep it clean. St. Louis laundromat.
Ooh,
hotter
man.
than that in Chicago today. It is hot. It is warm over
It's
here.
hot.
Up
It's
in
hot
here,
as
they say.
hot as a bag full of assholes in Jonesboro. So. All right, let's do some business real quick. Number one, if you're watching us on Facebook,
Number one,
1 hour live here. Even if we go to Patreon, we're going to stay 1 whole hour right here, no matter what, free tonight. You can watch YouTube or Rumble. Go to Rumble. Go to Rumble. Watch us. You can watch the whole thing. Lance, I'm giving the Patreon version for free because we had the biggest May ever. We're celebrating. No commercials on the videos, but you'll get them if you're listening to this on audio, except for the Patreon. Subscribe.
Memphis in May.
That's right. No, it's all episodes Memphis in May.
Yeah, we messed
31% increase over our record last year.
Damn.
And get this, Lance.
Yes,
in
I'm
September of last year, we hit 1 million plays.
Woo-hoo.
Well, sometime in May, I think it was the 22nd or 23rd, we hit 1 million plays in 2024. We're on a roll, baby. We're on a roll. The number 3 most listened episode was Brother Bruce, 830. Number 2 was Wrestling Radio Relive with Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Damn,
Tom Brady.
really?
Wow.
Tom
that
Brady.
should have been number 1 if we had Tom Brady on the show.
828 and the number 1, as we went to the con in Evansville at 832. Also, if you listen to this show on Rumble or you're listening anywhere else, if you go to Rumble and click on the show and put in the notes hashtag Memphis in May, you'll have a chance to win a T-shirt, Lance. I'm giving away a T-shirt. Rumble pays a lot quicker than YouTube even thinks to pay. We have made a whole total of 1 cent on Rumble. But you know how much we made on YouTube? Nothing.
0 cents.
Since we've been on YouTube forever. All right, Lance.
100% increase. So this is the WTF news desk as Nigel.
Yes,
was that Nigel? Is that his name? Nigel was the announcer. Isn't that his name?
No, that's Tom the Tree Man.
Trevor? Oh, okay.
Tom the Tree Man. Or Tom.
I thought it was Trevor or Nigel.
No,
whatever. Anyway,
it's a real person, by the way.
As he introduced, it's the WTF news desk for the month of May 2024, where we cover all the bizarre stories in pro wrestling and MMA. We're going to start with the stipulation match this time at number 10. Isn't that it's unheard of? Exactly. So we're going to go to DDT. That's another one that's unheard of. So we actually have 2 shows from DDT. We're going to talk about the early summer Beer Garden Pro Wrestling Day 2 event. That was May 17th. 346 fans. It was in Tokyo. The DDT Extreme title was defended. Shunma Katsumata retained the title against Anthony Honda in a leave history behind 3-round Pokken strategy match. You've had a few Pokken strategy matches.
I really have.
So the Pokken match had 3 parts. Part 1 was a 1-count fall. That's what it was called. 1-count fall wasabi cream puff death match. So when you suffer a 1 count, your second had to eat a random cream puff, one of which had wasabi in it, and then you lose the fall. So Honda wins that one because this guy had to eat a wasabi cream puff. Isn't that what they called you in high school? Wasabi cream puff?
Kayfabe.
All right, then 2, speaking of you, the second part of this match was the Scramble Bunkhouse Bra Hunt match. So
baby.
That's right. In this part of it, Honda and Katsumata had to race to the ring.
Wait. It was the Bra Hunt death match.
The Bra Hunt death match.
Oh,
right.
God.
So they had to race from outside the ring. They had to race to the ring and be the first one to put on the bra. There we go. Is that?
No, that's not it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So anyway, then Katsumata wins that one. So we're tied 1-1 going into the third fall. Third fall was boring. It was a 2-count fall only match. So 2 count was good enough for the win, and Katsumata retains. I'm like, why do they do such a boring one on the third fall when the first 2 were funny? So anyway, so that was the first match. Second match was day 1 of the same show, the early summer Beer Garden Pro Wrestling Day 1 event. It was May 16th. So on this one, this was a weird one. Chris Brooks and Masiro Takanashi beat Danshako Dino, our guy Danshako Dino, and Kazuki Harada. They beat him twice. So in the first match, they were not informed that a 1 count was going to win the match. So the wrestlers weren't told this. So the Brooks team wins in 39 seconds. So they demand a rematch. So they say, okay, you want a rematch? We'll give you a rematch. So in the rematch, it's a 1,000 count match. So whichever team can get a 1,000 count on the pinfall attempts, with countouts, pinfall attempts, DQs, whatever, wins the match. So they're fighting. They're going throughout the whole building. The rest of the card actually continues. They get back in the ring, and there's other matches going on, and they're fucking around in other parts of the building and stuff. So they're scrambling around. The whole rest of the card goes on. It finally ends during the main event after all the other matches are going on. Dino gets in the ring. He kisses Yuki Ishida. Ishida hits Harada for whatever reason. He gets pinned. They hit the 1,000 count, and the match is over. So those are our 2 bizarre matches from DDT at number 10.
Crazy. As always, DDT, wasabi cream puff. Man, that might be a sex move or something.
I think we need more shirts. Wasabi cream puff.
Oh, I think we do. That
is a Pornhub category. I believe I looked that up. It is a Pornhub category.
Cream pie. It's cream pie. Wasabi cream
either way.
Pie.
So, it's different in the Japanese culture. It's totally different than what we do. So,
well,
all right.
Go ahead at 9. I got to play a video.
Number 9, we got Taz versus Shivani on Dynamite, dude. So it's the May 28th. You going to play it first or no?
Yeah, I'm going to play it first.
Okay, play it.
So everybody can hear it.
May 28th.
Out on Moxley, sending him hard into the barricade, the ring steps. And now the stomp. 7! Moxley returned to the ring. What you got, Tim?
See, smart veteran right there.
going for a cover. He knows Mox is hurt. Sorry, what's Shivani up to? He's got another note. Who's he talking to? Somebody, I mean, how often do you talk to Tony Khan during these broadcasts?
Just watch the match, dude.
I am watching. Dude, I'm calling the freaking match. Don't tell me watch the match. I'm calling it. Watch the match, dude. Kiss my ass, dude. Kiss me off now, dude. Me. Show up over Excalibur. Where you at? Got me hot now.
You gonna do a knee replacement first before you jump over me?
I have adrenaline. It hurts though.
Well, so does John Moxley.
Oh, that was a great.
He's gonna knee.
Damn it, Shivani. Don't do that to me. He's got the hammer lock. He's got the rear chin lock.
John Moxley.
Oh, look at that, dude. I work for him now. Jeez. Mox is in trouble.
We're gonna have a hard reset in about 10 seconds.
Thank God. I hope so.
Oh,
They came
my
back
God.
from break and didn't have any more issues. That was hilarious.
I love that. I don't know how I missed that. I must have been so checked out on that match because the match was
No,
Moxley-
you missed it, Lance, because that is the version that they play.
Oh.
I say bootleg version, but it's the international version. There's no
When the
commercials
picture
in it.
in
Yeah.
Okay, so the match was Moxley against Rocky Romero in one of those ridiculous title eliminators.
Hey,
And-
Rocky Marrero is the most important guy in
Rocky
professional wrestling.
Rocky Romero, him too. All right, so Taz and Shivani get into it. That was the highlight of the match for me. So watch the match, dude.
Romero.
So Taz called him out for not paying attention. Taz loses it. Excalibur had to have been dying during that whole exchange. It just had to be just trying to maintain composure, dude.
He sounded like it was just something normal happening. It was so funny.
Oh, just the dude thing over and over again from Taz was outrageous. So I guess maybe I should pay for the VPN so I can watch the foreign version of it or whatever.
It's you don't have to go through commercial breaking. They do that with the app on TNA also. And some of those matches with TNA, they don't ever stop. And that's what they don't do in AEW. At least when you go to commercials with WWE, they're going to go into a rest hold or something.
So, all right, should we do number 8, dude?
Yeah, let's go, dude.
Right.
Number 8.
Topanga wants to be tabled.
Don't call me dude. Shit.
So, anyway, well-known wrestling fan and hottie Danielle Fishel, and I don't know if it's Fishel.
You
or
said
Fishel.
hottie? She's
hottie,
way
yeah.
over your age, ain't she? I mean,
oh yeah, she is normally, but I would make an exception. So it's Danielle Fishel or Fishel. I get the
I
same
like
reaction
to table her.
with her. Is it Nick Nemeth, whatever? So Danielle Fishel,
the Ziggler brothers.
Yeah, that might be easier to say that. So she's famously Topanga from Boy Meets World. So she
Did you
says
say
on the
that's
May 20th edition of Pod Meets World, which I guess is her podcast. So everybody has a podcast. So she says, at some point in my life, I want to be put through a table. So she's talking about how Vader and Jake Roberts were on an episode of Boy Meets World. They were complaining about having to work with a studio audience. It was too produced, etc. So she eventually expresses that she's always wanted to wrestle. She wants to be a heel, even though she figured they'd make her a face. And her dream dude is going through a table. So I figured, we should put her through a table. We should get her to see if she wants to come out and do a indie show with us or something.
I'd like to put her through a table, if you know what I mean. All right, guys. You know what time it is, Lance?
Uh-oh.
When we come back on the screen, when we come back from this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You have to tell everybody what if you're not watching the video version, Lance,
I'm a little
when it comes
concerned.
back, you'll have to tell them what
I'm
to
worried.
watch. Here we go.
I'm a little worried. USA.
What was on the screen there? Tell everybody.
It said 149 days since the last incident. So if I'm doing my math right, that means this year there have been no, I'm not doing my math right. There was one this year. There has been no Brian Trammell shitting his pants episodes this year.
That's right.
We're 149 days clean. We have clean drawers.
Woo! That's right.
149 days.
I was close
concerned.
a couple times, but I made it to the bathroom.
I don't know why. I just had a bad feeling about this one. I thought we weren't getting there. So, all right. Well, congratulations. So.
Thank you very much. Hold on just a minute now. I mean, you're always talking about me shitting my pants and everything. I got something I want to show you. And I got a
don't do that up north.
I got a stupid cat back here is crying.
Oh boy. Wait,
I actually
that's
thought
redundant. Stupid cat. That's redundant.
I thought I had something about shitting pants. I'll find it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's go to
that. All right, number 7. We got Danny Moe is high, dude. So Danny Moe is high, but not like Matt Riddle high, like that goof.
Okay,
anyway,
bro.
So AEW jobber Danny Moe lands in the Guinness Book of World Records. So congratulations, dude, on that. So Danny Moe takes on Bhagwati Kadka, not Kaka. Kaka was the last segment we did. So Danny takes on Bhagwati Kadka of Nepal in a match at the highest elevation in history near Mount Everest at 18,519 feet above sea level, dude. So, why is this a thing? So Kadka, you don't know Kadka, but she was on, you barely know Danny Moe. Kadka was on a season of Dancing with the Stars Nepal. I think that was the season you were on, right?
It was.
Yeah, that was Dancing with the Stars Nepal. You were on there. So the match took place May 29th. Results are hard to find. It's hard to track down. Slow getting news out of Nepal, apparently. So, but it appears Kadka won because we saw a picture of her holding a belt over Danny Moe on a mountain. They were literally on a mountain. So why is this a thing? Like, do young wrestlers get in the business and say, you know what I'm going to do someday? I'm going to wrestle at the highest elevation ever. Like, what's next? Like the lowest elevation ever? This is something that they're going to want to get in the Guinness Book for that too. So congrats to Danny Moe and what is it? Bhagwati Kadka at number 7.
Kaka. Yeah, that's I was really I'm trying to make a joke on what Guinness Book World Records, but yeah, I said that when I was in college 7 times in 3 hours. So, but
your pants.
Yeah,
in your pants 7 times in 3 hours. That's pretty much what it was.
Maybe.
Yeah. We got Richard might challenge you on that one. He might have the record. We might have to get the Guinness folks to come check you guys both out.
I really like Richard and them. They used to have a really good podcast when they did that P3 Radio. Now they're on some wrestling podcast with Gene Jackson. So,
all right, should we go to number 6?
Let's go. We
got AEW fans behaving badly. So on the May 8th Dynamite, some idiot fan in Edmonton. I always heard that Canadian people were friendly and polite.
Right. Yeah.
Polite and friendly. You know,
I mean, look at Zinger. He's polite,
friendly. You know.
Yeah.
So
he
the
don't
May
like
8th,
you, but
well, that doesn't go without saying. So May 8th Dynamite, the idiot Edmonton fan is ejected for harassing poor Sky Blue during her match. So rumor has it he was saying nasty stuff about her butt. This is unconfirmed. But anyway.
Harassing. You get it? Harassing. Get it?
Wrestling. So anyway, she's wrestling Rachel Ellering when the fan, who is with a little kid, no less, which makes it even worse. They're in the front row, and the fan starts heckling Sky with rude comments. I'm assuming about her butt. I could be wrong here, but it could be, I don't know, could have been about something else. But anyway, so Sky tells him, stop being a pervert, and tells him to fuck off. So Aubrey Edwards has to get involved, Jar Jar Binks III, and she tells security to kick him out, which they do. So earlier in the card, this was the same guy, Saraya. I don't know if you saw it, but Saraya busted him. Saraya. She busted the same guy, calling him a creep on TV. Paige, it's easier. Yeah, Ziggler. So Paige calls him a creep on TV earlier in the card. So same guy. So he gets booted out. So good for you. Hopefully you're banned from AEW and stop talking shit about Sky Blue. Because you know her boyfriend is that Kyle Fletcher dude. He'll kick your ass.
Man, back in my day, we could yell what we wanted to at the girls because we paid for a ticket at wrestling. If I wanted to say, come on over here and sit on my lap, honey, I could do it. So, I don't know. People are stupid, Lance. They're stupid. They say, especially with a kid. God, come on, give us a break. Give us a break.
This just in, people are stupid.
All right. So if you're watching the video, keep watching. We're going to let you watch it. If you're listening to it on an audio version on a podcast catcher, you are finna get a commercial break. And as we come out of that commercial break, you'll hear our Patreon commercial. We have a Patreon sponsor. It'll be our Patreon, and then we'll go right into, and that next up would be halftime.
Woo.
See y'all on the other side of the commercial break. ArizonaBayCandy.com. It's better than eating a Chicago deep pan pizza. Wait. No, it's not. Do like that candy, though. Love my mama. All right. And by the way, that is a real company. Go to our link, all links at stspod.club, ArizonaBayCandy.com. And it's time for halftime. Man, we're grown-ass men. Start acting like it. I don't eat no damn turtle pizza. Oh, let me see. Halftime!
149 days.
Oh, yes. It's halftime. And here, we're just going to talk about the pay-per-view, AEW pay-per-view, but instead...
They're called PLEs.
No. They're pay-per-views at AEW. You'll hear that in a little bit.
Oh, damn.
So here we go. You're a professional wrestler.
Yes.
And I'm going to throw out, because we don't know what's going on. I think it's a big angle. I think WWE put it out about Rico. That's what we call him, because we're insiders.
Yeah.
But if you're Rico, or you're a wrestler right now, at this moment in time, and you're going to be offered a contract, or mainly, where do you want to go, Lance? What do you think? Do you want to go AEW? Do you want to go WWE? Or do you want one of our favorite wrestlers, Ali, took a better route, I thought, than he would have if he went to AEW. He got a hell of a gimmick. I wasn't a fan of the gimmick, but I become a fan of anything that's getting somebody over.
Yeah.
And that's what it was doing, is getting him over. Hell, you bought a T-shirt.
Yeah.
And Ollie's a great, fantastic wrestler. But where are you going? What are you going to do?
I got to say, with zero hesitation right now, I'm going WWE. Zero hesitation, because even if it doesn't work out, like let's say this Ricochet thing, like you say, you think it's a work. So who knows? I mean, at this point, we don't know, confirm one way or the other. But if it doesn't work out, like say with when Cody first left and went to AEW and formed AEW, they set something up that was great there, and they made something great happen. But right now, AEW is not the place to go. The roster, we've talked about it a million times. Roster's too big. You're going to get lost in the shuffle. Rico is going to get lost in the shuffle at AEW. I think he could possibly do something in New Japan, but that means being around the other side of the world, being away from the girlfriend, unless she's leaving too, who's the ring announcer in WWE. Right now, things are just so, I don't know, just so uncertain about AEW. I wouldn't want to go there. I would want to go to WWE, even if it doesn't work out. Like you said, Ali is now doing his own thing on the indies, which is what Cody did for a while on the indies before AEW got together and everything. So I think that they're at least establish your name value. Some of these people that are in AEW or WWE that got let go, most of them don't go on to do anything special, but some of them do. If they're really talented, like Ali, they do go on to do something special. So I think without hesitation, you got more certainty going to WWE right now. Is the travel worse? Yeah. Is the lifestyle worse? Probably. But there's just so much certainty and future with WWE versus AEW right now. I agree. But, but there is so many, and I'm going to play devil's advocate because I'm not a huge AEW fan right now. But if you're looking at it, business, money, business, the money that if they're offering you a bigger check
less dates, and we have found out that you pay for your stuff when you're with the WWE, except for airplane tickets. If you're one of the not if you're one of the top guys like Cody and the other, but you pay for your meals, you pay for your hotel. AEW picks up your hotel, all your travel. So even the rent-a-cars, they pick those up. So I think if it's a bigger amount of money, I'm talking maybe 50% more. I think that's what's happened with guys like MJF, Ospreay, Okada. All those guys were paid so much money that it was hard for them to say no. And let me tell you, they can always go to the WWE when it's over. It really can, in my opinion. All right, good thought on that.
Yeah, I just think that right now there's so much uncertainty with AEW, So are they going to get the TV deal? Are they going to be streaming? Are they going to end up on Destination TV or whatever? Is it going to be
Destination America or something like the TNA was?
Yeah, exactly. Is it going to be where they're exactly at right now? Is nothing going to change? I mean, obviously we refer to TK as a money mark, so the paychecks probably aren't going anywhere. They're probably fine. And you change things. If you had said, if the money was the same at both, where would you go? Then that would
WWE, because your life after WWE is worth more than it be an AEW guy. Because you get to charge more, you're seen by more people.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. I think I had a small stroke there for a minute. All right. That was halftime. That fucking Prince Nana don't have anything on us. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
At 5, it's smut. It's social media uproar time. Don't get on us, Sky Blue. It's not really smut. It's social media uproar time. So we got
Lance. I hear that it's okay for Sky Blue to get on you. That's what I mean. I've heard that before.
Woo! Woo! Don't let that get out. So all right. So we got Harley versus Mariah. We got Nia runs a train, dude. We got Dave in a pre-show match. We got Swerve calling them pay-per-views. And Tiffy time might be racist. We're not sure.
Nah.
So, all right. So we're starting with Harley Cameron versus Mariah May. They had a match on May 8th on Dynamite. So they're plugging their match, trying to get some publicity for their match. They get into it on Twitter. Mariah says, "Hope you got insurance on those implants," to Harley. Harley responds, "I'll give you my plastic surgeon's number, Tiny Storm. Maybe he can insert some ass implants so you can actually look like Tony." So I just hope Sky Blue and Aubrey did not read this exchange, because we do not need some trouble from Sky Blue and Aubrey about that, because these two were going at it themselves. So I watched that match. Harley Cameron was actually decent. I thought she was like a good hand. I'm not going to say she was fucking Will Ospreay, but I went into that match thinking she was going to be absolute dog shit. And
no, she's decent. She
was okay. Yeah, I was impressed. I thought she was okay.
Girl.
So then we got
hold on. Let me just say, if you don't have implants, then you're on my side. I am not a fan of implants. Just letting everybody know that.
No comment.
Don't get any implants, Lance.
So we have Lena Fanine. That would be the shoot name. Lena Fanine. That's Nia Jax. I know you like the shoot names.
Oh, so, yeah. Nia Jax, baby.
On Twitter, she says people are slut-shaming her for, quote, letting Top Dollar and Pete Dunne run a train on me back in the day. But they have nothing to say to Ricochet. There he is again, Ricochet.
That's right.
Who did the exact same thing with the exact same two N's. She said N-word. I'm not going to say it. So, okay. So first off, gross, because I don't even want to think about running a train on Nia Jax. That's disgusting.
Man, you're not a real man, Lance. You couldn't handle Nia Jax. You couldn't handle that. No,
you're right.
No.
Give me Sky Blue. And then secondly, what she's implying here is that Ricochet had sex with Pete Dunne and Top Dollar. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, that's possible.
They ran a train on her and ran a train on Ricochet. I'm like, okay, I'm just grossed out by this whole damn thing.
I just thought it was hilarious thinking of Pete Dunne behind her. Doggy style. I don't know why, but that is funny to me. And Nia Jax, you're a beautiful woman, and I love your body. So I know Lance doesn't like real women. So there you go.
I just don't want to envision Pete Dunne and Top Dollar involved in anything together, sex or anything, So anyway, I love Pete Dunne, but not in a match with Top Dollar. That's for sure. All right, then we got
good midget. He's a good midget wrestler.
They're called minis.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I don't think you could say midget on podcasts anymore. Dwarf, I think you might be able to get away with that.
Oh,
so, all right, May 31st, Dave Meltzer goes on a weird tirade about WWE doing a pre-show match. It's Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell at King of the Ring, King and Queen of the Ring, or whatever the hell it was called. So there was no build for the match, but they had it there. So Dave says if TK would have done that, he'd be excoriated for it. It's not even anything and to really care about. It's a pre-show match. What was the point of that, Dave? Like, you're just going to stir up the crazies, when you make a statement like that. So just weird to go die on that hill. Like, who cared about that pre-show match? So he had to make that comment. He had to make these are not typos. You got the typos.
Oh, my bad.
The typos graphic up there.
I'm not sure what it was about, but
that was weird.
The last few weeks, well, at least probably about the last 6 or 7 weeks, you will see little comments spread around, even the WWE. I think he's writing the Observer after he's on Twitter for a while, and then he wants to stay. He needs to stay off Twitter. Him and TK both. So get off Twitter.
All right, then on Busted Open Radio, we have the AEW champion, my guy Swerve, is being interviewed by Bully Ray, who says he'll be facing Ospreay at the next PLE. And so Swerve corrects him and says that we call him pay-per-view.
That's right. Swerve's right.
Pay-per-view. So Bully says, thanks for correcting me. So I cracked up because I'm like, why would that agitate Bully Ray so much? Why would that rile him
I don't
up?
know where you said it. It didn't bother him.
Thanks for correcting me. That's the part.
Yeah. Here's the thing with X is no matter what it is, it's like a small, those Reese cups. Reese cups.
Reese's.
They're like that
They're
big,
Reese's,
Lance.
yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Well,
yeah, the miniatures.
That one that you bought, that big one.
The jumbo.
That big one.
Yeah, the jumbo.
That you bought. That's how it is. Anything you say, it was just a comment. He just said that, and it went. But everybody said, Swerve put him in his place. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Put him in his place about what? And you know that's what they're putting on all their stuff now? It says pay-per-view. PPV.
PPVs. Yeah.
Make sure Meltzer is saying that when he says AEW, and when he says WWE, make sure it's PLE.
But if AEW would have called it a PLE, then it would have been the internet would have lost its mind.
Ziggler.
So, yep. Nemeth. So, all right, then finally, Tiffany Stratton, who is MIA. Tiffany Stratton, I haven't seen her in weeks. So she puts a video up on her Instagram. It's a match of her with Jade Cargill where Tiffany slaps her, and a female voiceover comes on and says, black bitch, with a laughing emoji. So it's taken down immediately. The female voice was not, we don't think it was Tiffany. So a fan created the post, but the issue is Tiffany reposted it. So she took it down immediately because the person referred to Jade as a black bitch. So, but Tiffany's been off TV ever since this happened. So I think, are they kind of letting it cool down a little bit before they bring her back?
I don't think there was. I don't think there was anything about
She's
that.
been off for weeks, so it's.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a coincidence or what, but do not.
You
call
done start.
Jade
You
Cargill
trying to
a
start
black
some
bitch.
shit now? You're trying. She got pulled off TV.
I'm just saying the timing.
She
She's
said
been off
black
TV for about
bitch.
3 weeks now, so she hasn't been on TV. So I think she's on probation, suspended. Who knows? Or they're just letting it simmer down.
Hey, if you'd read the Observer, Dave says she's not being punished for that. So there you go.
But if it was AEW, she'd be
But
getting
if it was
punished for
AEW
that.
and it was
Right.
Tony Khan wearing
Everybody would be all in an uproar about it. That's right. So, all right, that is our smut. So, should we go on to number 4?
Number 4. Number 4.
Paige Van Zant goes 1-0-1 in May. So the bodacious Paige Van Zant. Now, don't let Sky Blue hear me call her that. But she is bodacious.
Well, dude, come on,
dude. So Paige Van Zant, dude, gets into it online with an MMA guy. He's a real loudmouth, Dylan Dennis. And Dylan Dennis's claim to fame is he lost to Logan Paul. So there you go. So Paige Van Zandt says he's not much of a fighter. And he blows up when he hears this. He blows up and he says, "Don't make me bring up our 2 trips to Vegas and ruin your marriage." So he's implying that, he's had some, experience with PVZ, as it were. So then she blows right back up again. And she says it didn't happen, just that they met up in a bar and he asked her to peg him in the bar with other fighters hearing it. And she laughed at the request. So she thinks he's basically angling for a fight with her husband, who's also an MMA guy, Austin Vanderford. So Dennis calls him a failed fighter turned OnlyFans cuck, and that she supports him. So overall in this battle, I give the win to Paige Van Zandt on that one. However, on May 25th, she takes on British porn star Elle Brooke in a boxing match for a group called Misfits Boxing. So Brooke scores a TKO, or a KO, knocks her down, but the match goes on to a draw. So a rematch is planned. There was no finish. It was a rematch is planned. So I did some research on Miss Brooke. I'm just going to say she's talented.
You did.
Yeah, I'm just going to go on record and say she is talented. Yes, she's a talented chap.
They blocked that stuff in Arkansas.
So you got to request permission. So wait, for the boxing? I just watched the boxing.
Oh, my bad.
That's what I'm talking about.
I thought that's wait.
You just make assumptions. Do not let Sky Blue hear this. So all right. How about number 3?
How about it? Number 3, the great, once everybody says the greatest wrestler ever. Tell me what he was doing this
Wait,
month.
Will Ospreay?
I'm so surprised that Flair is not on WTF
more often.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
So at number 3, Ric Flair's heart can no longer take the pizza. So on the weekend of May the 4th, may the 4th be with you that weekend.
And you were mad the whole weekend.
Yeah, because they played Star Wars instead of Collision that night. I'm like, what in the hell? This is how high on the pecking order
Nobody
is.
complained about that but you. You sound
I'm just
like
saying it was an insult to AEW.
Grumpy old man. My Collision, they ain't playing my wrestling.
We've seen the Star Wars movies 8 billion times, and we can watch them anytime. So if they're getting better ratings than AEW,
probably are.
I guess that makes sense. So May the 4th weekend, let's get back on track here. Ric Flair is part of a situation at Paisano's Stone-Fired Pizza. Can you believe it? Ric Flair, part of a skirmish and a problem. So I'm hoping I can get through this story because this is a good one. So it's in Gainesville, Florida. He's in Gainesville for 2 of his stepdaughters, I guess Fifi the maid's daughters or whatever. They're graduating from the University of Florida. That, too, sounds like a Pornhub bit. The stepdaughters are graduating, and they're at the pizza place. So this sounds like a Pornhub genre, too. So Flair says he's in the shitter, and an assistant manager comes in wanting to take a picture and shake his hand. So Ric Flair declines because, well, gross. Who's taking pictures in the fucking bathroom and wanting to shake your hand in the bathroom? So Ric Flair says he has a rule, no pics in the bathroom. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I'm okay with that. So somebody else, there's only one stall. Somebody else is in the toilet. Apparently, it's the manager of the place is in the toilet, and there's only one, and Flair needs to take a dump. So words are exchanged. Flair says someone's on the toilet texting altogether. So he says the employee calls him a pervert, calls him a peeping Tom. Flair calls the employee Nicholas Dickhead. So Flair's party is asked to leave. And then Flair buries the place on social media, says he dropped $1,500 in the place, but tells people don't go to Paisano's. So reports that are unconfirmed, reports are that employee Nicholas Dickhead did not like that moniker. That's one report we got. And also Flair also reports that he was not drunk. He denies being drunk on the whole thing. So my question, can a guy not just take a dump in public, please? Jesus. Guy has to take a shit in public. Let him take a shit. Get out of the bathroom with your texting in the toilet stall. So, and then secondly, for this month, we discovered that in May that Ric Flair literally had a heart attack during the famous final match.
You were almost there to watch him die.
I was there. I know. Damn. So it was July 2022. So Flair is at one point in the match, he's laid out for minutes, and Andrade, his tag partner in that match, Andrade worked the bulk of the match. So doctors, during a routine exam recently, doctors found that he had a heart attack within a specific time frame, and they pretty much narrow it down to that day. So he had a heart attack during that match. So he says he passed out 3 times during the match. it makes sense because he was laid out for so long during the bulk of that match. So he thought he was dehydrated. Bottom line, can a man not take a shit in peace? Nicholas Dickhead at number 3.
I loved it. I wish I would have had really good audio, but he's called him a Nicholas Dickhead. I was waiting for him to go, woo, and then do the whole thing.
Nicholas, woo, Dickhead, woo.
Did you say it when he put it on social media, though? It's like every word is capitalized.
Capitalized, yeah.
Oh, God.
I still don't get that. I don't know.
I don't
it
either.
takes
That's
way
horrible.
too much effort to do that, and I don't know why he does
Well,
that.
Yeah.
Why bother? So Nicholas Dickhead, we got to get him on the show. That might be another T-shirt, dude.
Oh man!
So, now he's calling me dude. You're my boss, dude. What do I work for you now, dude? So all right, at number 2, we got to change gears here. So at number 2, the strange tale of Reggie Folks.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, this is again, we've said before, they're not always funny stories. They're just weird. And this one qualifies for that one. So May 15th, Atlanta indie wrestler Reggie Folks is murdered while driving a Lyft. So he's 35. He'd worked indies in Atlanta, including World Wrestling Alliance, which was run by A.R. Fox. So he had picked up a passenger. He was driving for Lyft. He picks up a passenger named Kobe Minor. Now, there's a wrestling name there, Kobe Minor. So Kobe Minor is a suspended Atlanta cop. So he had called for a ride, and he gets in the Lyft. So Minor thinks that Folks is in a, quote, gay fraternity and was trying to recruit him and kidnap him. So I'm like, wait, you called the fucking Lyft. You got in the car because you needed a ride. So this guy is not trying to kidnap you. So Minor says that Folks is speaking in some strange language and wants to get out of the car. He can't get out of the car. So he decides to shoot Folks in the head. So Minor is arrested. He had been on administrative leave as a cop since December for a previous arrest for crashing his car while having 20 unprescribed Xanax on him. So just the weirdest fucking story.
20?
Yeah, he had just 20. Yeah. So weird story, sad story. Obviously, condolences to Folks' family. So Kobe Minor gets in the car and says he's trying to kidnap him and recruit him to a gay fraternity. So just the weirdest freaking story altogether.
Man, you need to get some oil for that chair.
Yeah, the chair's a little squeaky. So.
I just read about this. I did not see it when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And you had said it was just a weird story. And after reading it, it's just sad. You just never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't go outside. There you go.
And you have to put pants on too when you go outside.
Well, maybe.
Dude, put on pants, dude. All right, so changing gears one more time. We're going to end on a high note. So at number 1, JR rocks Missy Hyatt's world.
Hold on. You ready?
Always. Yep, that's what he's saying. So Missy Hyatt is asked on the Cafe de Renee podcast, who is Renee Dupree. So again, confirming that they'll let anybody have a fucking podcast. Renee Dupree has a podcast. So Missy is asked on the show if she would bang Jim Ross.
Is Renee Dupree, is that the one married to John Moxley?
Yes, that is. No, that's Paquette. That's RJ City. I think he's married to RJ City, if you know what I mean. So Missy Hyatt is asked on this show if she would bang Jim Ross. I'm like, who asks a question like that? Like, where does that come from? Like, hey, BT, would you bang Jim Ross? Like, who asks? I know you would. So
my God, I have a great story for Patreon, and you get to listen to it. Go ahead.
Lo and behold, Missy admits that she and JR had already hooked up. So very few knew about this, but they had dated for years around 2019 after his wife's death. So Missy says, so yeah, I've rocked his world. He's rocked mine. So all I got to say is slobber knockers on that one. So that man's got a family. So I'm going to say, BT, when you saw her in the hallway at the hotel, you had
wait, I'm giving this to Jim.
USA. So
I did. I mentioned
it in the hallway, and you had a shot. If she's doing JR, you had a shot.
Hey, Missy has a fantastic smoking body for her age, for any age. I'm not into plastic surgery, so anything like that makes me go, ugh. But yeah, big thumbs up to JR. He was going through a rough time during that time. So I mean, everybody, as soon as their wife dies or is accidentally dead, or they collect the damn
They're heading
yeah,
for
you're
Misty
supposed
Hyatt.
to collect the insurance. You get the insurance, and you get you a new woman. That's what you do. So
Go JR.
Go JR. I've got to go ahead and do my catchphrase because we're going to Patreon. But stick with us because we still have about 15 minutes, and you may get the whole Patreon for free. Same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.
He loves his mama, dude. And as everyone knows, I have fun everywhere I go. What do I got coming up? I got a bunch of freelance coming up. I got Stevie Nicks and Billy Joel coming up. He's making that face, dude. And we're heading to Patreon. So stay with us. We have the honorable mentions and we got the Meltzer typos on Patreon, dude.
All right. Look, quick Missy story. This is just for Patreon. Look, it's free. I was in a dressing room with Buff Bagwell one time in Tennessee.
Were you shaving his balls? Or no, that was
that's his mom.
Oh, that was his mother. That was his mother.
Yeah. And I asked him in front of everybody, God and everybody, if he'd ever had sex with Missy. Because he's talking about he lived next to her and all this stuff.
Oh,
and Buff told me
100%.
No, he never had sex with Missy. So there you go.
He's lying as much as some of those Northerners about shitting their pants.
That's true. All right, honorables. You don't have no honorables?
I have no honorables. I just got typos. So the honorables are all yours this time, my friend.
All right. So let me show. I'm just going to go over this. So this was a Twitter post, and this goes to my deal with the stars and how I think they're bastardized now. Dave Meltzer gave Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Moné at Double or Nothing was equal to the star system was equal to Randy Savage against Ricky Steamboat at WrestleMania. Bret Hart and Davey Boy Smith at SummerSlam. Wait, I got a good one here because I think you were you there? What match were you, Steve Austin and Bret Hart?
Oh, Austin and Hart. Yeah, I was there.
Was that the Survivor Series or WrestleMania?
The WrestleMania match when the double turn.
He gave the same rating. That's the same rating.
It was a great match. Mercedes and
same rating.
Mercedes
The Rock
and
against
Willow
Stone
was
Cold.
a great match. So
same rating as Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, both their WrestleMania.
Oh my God!
Dave has lost it, y'all. He's absolutely lost it. There was the rumors.
Was it thumbs up or thumbs down?
No, he don't do that like I do.
That's you.
Me and Kevin Nash, because we're cool. We do thumbs up, thumbs down.
Gotcha.
By the way, that's something else I've never heard anyone say. Kevin Nash is weird.
He is weird.
I've never heard anyone say. You know why he's weird to you? Because he's cool.
Because he
That's
talks
it.
so.
You're just not into
so low on that. What killed WCW
he's
show?
Cool. That's
like
he's
all
cool.
sitting back, like talking.
That's right.
Like,
that's the way cool people are. You
yourself.
haven't been around enough cool people to
get
know.
over yourself, Oz, dude.
He's awesome.
Oz.
TK's changing everything last minute. Oh man, sometimes when you hear stuff backstage about AEW, you used to always hear it with WWE. Vince changed it last minute, or Vince changed it while I was in the ring. We then had TK changing everything for Double or Nothing. I crack up thinking he's running around on some kind of narcotic. Then PW Insider, an old friend, Sonny, Tammy Cinch, is also got someone else going to get her. She was a passenger in another car, was part of that car accident. She's going to take her to court.
She's never getting out of the pokey.
I don't think she will. Do you,
Never
Lance? Do you think?
I think she'll die in there. Just hopefully it ain't anytime soon for her.
I mean, I don't know. All the stuff that she's done, and she's appeared on this show so many times. So it's really surprising that no, you're right. She won't ever get out. All right, that's it. That's all my honorable mentions. And you got typos. So
I got the famous Meltzer typos. You're going to put the graphic up for us, of course.
Yeah.
So we're going back to May 6th. So Dave is talking, and we always say this. We love Dave. We have a lot of respect for Dave as a journalist.
I know I got to put
But
that.
when you type up 25 pages a week for 40 plus years or whatever it is, there's going to be some typos. So we're just having fun with the typos. So on the May 6th issue, he's talking about the age difference between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, who were supposedly going to have that Netflix match that got postponed. So Dave says the actual largest age difference that almost nobody knows is when 234-year-old Jay Shaw Hunter knocked out 58-year-old Scott England in the first round in Nashville.
I don't know why, but that sounds so fun.
So excited that a 234-year-old man knocked out a 58-year-old man. So you go, seniors, 234. So good for you, Jay Shaw Hunter. So same issue. He's covering Rampage. Dave is covering Rampage. And he says Shibata pinned Lee Morality with the penalty kick. Now, we've seen Lee Morality on multiple occasions. So that one is just a word, correct, autocorrect. So it's more like Lee Borality, if you ask me, though. So anyway, same issue. So now he's covering Dynamite. And again, a Shibata involvement. So Shibata seems to be throwing Dave off his game. So he says that Jericho beats Shibata. They both sat down and hit each other with the ticks. So I'm like, wait, they've used dice, they've used hockey pucks, and now they're using ticks. So apparently, like, the cicadas might be next. They were using ticks, and now cicadas will be next. So, all right. So the May 13th issue, Dave is referencing the NXT faction, and he calls them the No Catch Quarter Club. So in reality, it is the No Quarter Catch Crew. But Dave called them the No Catch Quarter Club. So I realized they're boring. And I wasn't even sure what the name was. I had to look it up, but I'm like, the No Quarter Catch Club. How do you get that?
So they can't catch a quarter. Is that what he's saying?
It sounds like a sandwich to me. The No Catch Quarter Club. They said Subway, they have them this month featured or something. It's a foot long. So that's what she said. So, all right. Now, I'm hoping this one is a typo. I could be wrong. I'm hoping it's a typo. So, Dave is covering the GCW show on May 5th. He's talking about a match between Cole Radrick and Luchador Demas. And he says Demas at one point started eating Radrick's ass. That's the line. So, I'm hoping that's a typo. I really am. But because otherwise, no bueno on Demas, the luchador.
Lucha, easy for you to say.
Tongue-tied because he was eating Radrick's ass. Have you ever seen Cole Radrick? He's unsightly. Let's just put it that way.
He's just not attractive to you, is what you're trying to say.
So I don't need him. I don't need to see him getting his ass eaten by any other man. Or anybody for that matter. All right. So May 20th, the May 20th issue. Dave is talking about the unfortunate passing of Billy Blue River, 79. He was
You know what? I think he did a bigger obituary on Billy Blue River than he did Bray Wyatt.
Wyatt. That's right. We're still waiting for that. And George Steele, if you really want to go back, he didn't do a good one on George Steele either. So he's talking about the passing of Billy, now Bully Ray is involved. Billy Blue River, 79. He's a Florida indie guy that was in the 60s and 70s. So Dave says he won the son of Bill Weinhold Sr., who wrestled in the Northeast for 30 years. Now, I know things were different back then, but you could actually win a son of another wrestler. I think that's what happened with Dominic and Eddie Guerrero or something. That he lost Ray lost his son. So Billy won the son of Bill Weinhold Sr. So very interesting, the stipulations back in the 70s. So, and then finally, the May 27th issue, he's covering the Swerve and Nick Wayne match on the May 22nd Dynamite. Christian ran to the parking lot.
By the way, that Nick Wayne's mama.
I think she channels Morticia Adams. I think.
I think that's why I like her.
You're a big fan. So, all right. So he's covering that match on Dynamite. He says Christian ran to the parking lot and threw a car out of a car and went to speed off. But just then a car blocked him from leaving. So I am just
one more time. Tell us he threw a car.
Christian ran to the parking lot and then threw a car out of a car
as the car was leaving.
Off. Yeah, but just then a car blocked him from leaving. So I am impressed by these feats of strength from the patriarch. He threw a car out of a car, and then he got blocked from another car was leaving. So Dave, we love you. You're the best, man.
Awesome.
Thank you for the material.
Look, 54 minutes we've been on. You got a full episode on Facebook tonight. And
That
so
would
we'll
be-
show you what happens when we're on Facebook. Sometimes
Yeah.
we have special guests show up. Yep, there we go. Yeah. Come on, dance for
Is
us,
that-
Taylor. Dance.
That's the girl
dance.
that plays for the Indiana, whatever they're called.
Dance for us. Dance for us.
The Chicago Sky knocked her on her ass. Isn't that the
Man,
same
you
girl?
are so confused. You're
So,
confused.
We're at 56 minutes. This is an hour in Canadian time, I think.
Yeah, it is. All right, man. Thanks, everybody. And I love Nick Wayne's mama.
I love his mama, dude.
Dude.
Dude. Now I work for you, dude.